What's up, folks? It's been a long week. Getting ready for the Christmas week to show up. I got to work Christmas Eve. Christmas Day I'm off. Might go up and do the hunting for the Christmas Eve after Christmas hunt. It's from the 26th to 28th for Modern Gun. Of course, if you're hearing this now at this time, December 23rd, we are in the government shutdown, which means anywhere from 20 to 25% of the government is currently without funding. What it really means is Congress has been piddling around in the funding of the wall, the effort to secure the border. They have deliberately delayed in efforts to do that, and now it's become into a budget battle. The same government, this corrupt State Department that allowed the crack and cocaine epidemics to occur, is giving another $10 billion to Central and South America, supposedly for economic development, but we all know it's going to go to crooked politicians and crony capitalists like Carlos Slim and crony capitalist organizations like Pemex, the public-private partnership oil program in Mexico. That's been nothing but a corrupt sieve there. Keep this government shut down until the funding for the wall is built, until the border is secure. And quite frankly, even more important than building the wall is shutting down the traffic coming from Mexico. I don't care how many millions of dollars it's traded with us. It's not worth it anymore. The vast majority of fentanyl, cocaine is actually brought over by trucks and just drive across the bridge, and there's only so many that we can inspect. It's time to shut down the traffic from Mexico. Mexico is a narco state. We're gaining a little bit of the world and we're losing our soul with this. It's to the point now where, in town halls I hear stories of guys that say they can't let their kids play outside because all these junkies are throwing needles in the front yard. It needs to stop. It's killing this country. And quite frankly, what I wish Trump would do is go ahead and start building real construction on the wall, get the funding for it, and then shut down the government again. There's these departments that are just so corrupt now. There's so many bureaucrats making making lots and lots of money, living in these rich, elite, gated communities in and around Washington, D.C. They're tearing this country apart. It's like they're not even part of America anymore. It's some other country that's becoming a worse enemy. All these departments of education, of agriculture, they end up becoming just massive corrupt states that need to be stopped. So yeah, I quite frankly, I hope the border gets secure, then the government gets shut down again. Also, the media is always spinning these government shutdowns as they always do. It's something that's going to harm Republicans. It's literally the exact opposite. When Ted Cruz led the government shutdown regarding the funding of Obamacare, they said that we were going to lose seats in the House and the Senate, and it was exactly the opposite for Republicans. And then quite on the opposite end, when Republicans make the mistake of caving into the amnesty crowd, as they did in the amnesty attempt of 2006, they lost seats after that. And then of course McCain, the purveyor of that amnesty, the kind of the lead guy in that, he ended up, of course, losing to Obama. So Republicans need to hold fast, demand that the funding for the security of the border gets done, and quite frankly, I wish they would shut the government down afterwards. Pretty much, if they're not for securing the border, there's pretty much no point of even having a federal government. Just dissolve the union and just go into city states, because I think a lot of people in flyover country, the real part of America, are getting sick and tired of subsidizing these blue states that are turning where there's needles and poo on the streets as there are in San Francisco, and massive amounts of crime as there are in these gun-free zones like New York and California. We're sick of it. So, secure the border or don't have a country. One of the two. Anyway, that's my quick rant. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy the rest of this government shutdown, however long it lasts. I'm done.